NASCAR makes a change to its testing policy. We're going to talk about all that and more coming up next. What is going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good Thursday. All right, NASCAR has made a change to its testing policy for elite drivers. Let's take a look at it real quick. This tweet from Bob Pockrass. A, the driver must be approved by NASCAR. B, the driver must have elite credentials from the highest forms of motorsport in the world. C, the driver must be entered into a NASCAR Cup Series event by a current organization actively participating in NASCAR Cup Series events. D, only drivers that are licensed and approved for competition for the appropriate track type in the NASCAR Cup Series will be eligible to participate in a select driver orientation test. The driver must be previously tested or competed at a similar track in a next-gen vehicle. A, only one of the next-gen vehicle of suitable specification for the track type at which the test will be conducted is permitted. B, a backup vehicle will not be permitted. C, the test must be concluded within 90 days of the entered event. D, no other drivers are permitted to test or shake down the vehicle. E, the organization fielding the driver at the event may not be the primary test team, but may send up to 4 representatives. The organization conducting the test must be approved by NASCAR. G, unless approved by NASCAR, only equipment, including the vehicle from the testing organization, will be permitted at the test. Okay, so a lot to break down there, but let's just hit the high points. Basically, it is going to be an international driver or a driver from a different series that is raced at the highest level, say IndyCar, Scott Dixon. Of course, this one, they're calling it the Kimi Rule, Kimi Raikkonen from F1, something like that. The other big takeaway is the team they're driving for can't be the car that is being tested. So like Trackhouse with the 91 project, they can have 4 representatives at the test, but it has to be another team. Like let's say Richard Childress or Rick Hendrick, they would have to provide the car and it would be their equipment and their guys overseeing the test, but you would have 4 representatives from Trackhouse for this Kimi Raikkonen test. And of course, you've got 90 days to do it. Of course, this spurred a lot of jokes and stuff, people calling it the Kimi Raikkonen Rule. Of course, at some point, somebody's going to speak out and say that Trackhouse is getting an unfair advantage because of the number 91 car. But going forward, this is a good thing, actually, for the smaller teams. For once, a rule has broken in their favor. So, like, if you've got 4 cars, you can't field another car in the Cup Series, right? So the big teams, they can't do anything like this to get extra testing information. But Trackhouse and let's say Richard Childress or whoever they pick to, be their person that's going to provide the car for them to test with, they will get that information because they are a smaller team. The only bigger team this would benefit would actually be Penske because they technically only have 3 cars, right? So they could do the international deal the same way that Trackhouse is doing it. But at the end of the day, I don't think you will gain a huge amount of advantage because you're going to be splitting it with at least another team. So actually, I think the team that they provide to do the testing is actually going to get the vast majority of the advantage here. But going forward, this is actually going to benefit small teams in an odd way. So that's kind of cool. But I think overall, this is going to create excitement because it's going to bring drivers from other sports and it's going to give smaller teams a little bit of an edge there. So I think it's a good thing overall, and I think that's why NASCAR is doing it. They're trying to create buzz by having drivers from other sports motorsports come in here and be the drivers for these cars. So overall, I think it's a good team, a good thing, but it's going to be a slight advantage to the testing team and possibly to the team providing the 4 representatives that the driver is actually going to drive for. But it is a loophole to get some extra testing time. So you could see some other smaller teams possibly doing this in the future. Sticking with the testing theme today, NASCAR is going to do a tire test at Martinsville on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. The drivers will be Austin Cindric, Tyler Reddick, and Kyle Busch. It will be a tire test, but it is confirmed from Bob Pockrass that they will be at least trying to take some of these underbody panels off. Of course, the underbody panels were sort of what was blamed for the lack of the ability to pass at Martinsville this previous race. So while they are testing the tires, they will be testing those body panels. Let's take a look at the tweet real quick and then jump back into it. Bob Parker said they will probably test a variety of things at both tests, but the focus of the first test is to see if they can get a better tire. Wouldn't be surprised if they take off the diffuser. Not sure they would take off the entire underbody, as Kyle Busch has advocated for. The test Tuesday and Wednesday next week at Martinsville is a tire test. It is Cindric, Reddick, Kyle Busch. The bigger test, at least in number of cars, is in August, and that will be 1 to 2 cars per organization. So you see there, it is a tire test. They are trying to improve the tire to make the tire better, so that is also a good thing. And of course, that bigger test coming in August at Atlanta will definitely be a bigger deal, because you will have basically every team will be there with at least 1 car, possibly at least 2 cars. So that'll be the bigger tire test, but it'll be good to see if taking the diffuser off at Martinsville will increase the passing. And in August, when they do the bigger tire test in Atlanta, we will see how far the tire has come by then. But the biggest and most important takeaway from this is they are testing the tire, trying to make the tire better. So hopefully we can get rid of some of the tire issues, and after they figure out the tire, hopefully they can work on this one lug nut deal and figure out why so many teams are having the wheel fall off. Maybe they look at some other organizations that run one lug nut and figure out why they don't have as many problems as NASCAR is having. But yeah, the wheels and lug nuts, tires have been an issue so far this season. So looks like NASCAR is now, or at least Goodyear is now working on them. So hopefully they get it figured out, and hopefully they figure out the short track deal with getting these underbodies fixed, so that there will be better opportunities to pass, because the other tracks, the intermediates and the road courses, super speedways, have had good racing with this next gen car, but the short tracks have suffered, so hopefully they figure that out. All right, that is all I have got for you today. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe down below. If you got a comment or question, leave it down in the comment section. I try to get to as many of them as I can, and other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.